Hi everyone, my name is Lukman Santoso. I'm a computer science major student from Diponegoro University. And as you can see right now, I'm in Thailand. I'm studying as one of the students in the Bachelor of Business Administration English program under the Faculty of Management Science at Prince of Songkla University. The first time I heard about the IISMA program was from my sister. I still remember I was just relaxing in my room playing a video game, and then suddenly my sister knocked on my door and opened it. I saw a little excitement on her face, and then she told me that she got some info about a scholarship program where we could study abroad for a whole semester. And she encouraged me to apply to the program because she knows that I fulfilled the basic requirements already. So of course I was intrigued, and so that's when my IISMA journey began. With a very limited time for the application, and it was less than a week by the way, I prepared all of the required documents and wrote my essay and also did an English proficiency test. And luckily I passed the screening phase and I got the chance to do the interview. And I was quite nervous because I've been told that the interview will be fully English, and that was my first time doing an interview in English. And luckily it went well and I'm pretty confident with my interview. Around 2 weeks later, the moment that I was waiting for has come. It was the announcement day, and I still remember that I was waiting nervously while keep refreshing the website in the middle of the night. And then when I saw a green box with the word accepted on it, I was super grateful and full of joy at that moment. And then the next day I prepared all the things that I need for my departure, but sadly I got some bad news from my international office that they say that my host university will postpone the semester and it was changed to the spring semester, and I was supposed to come in Thailand in July for the fall semester, but it was deferred. When I arrived in Bangkok, I have to do another quarantine as it was mandatory for anyone from other countries that arrived in Thailand. So I have to spend 2 nights while waiting for my PCR test, and then the next day after we got the result, I continue my journey to Hat Yai. And when first I arrived in Hat Yai, we were given a warm welcome from 2 staff of the faculty, and they already prepared us a bus to go to the dormitory. And then we took a ride to the dormitory, and after we arrived in the dormitory, we have to do a quick antigen test as it was a policy from the faculty that we have to take it, and then we only need to wait for around 15 minutes to get the result, and then after that we checked in and put our belongings in our room. And also the faculty asked us to do a full week of quarantine as it was the rule at that time. So it was quite boring actually, and we cannot get out for even taking some water or something, but the faculty really nice to us and they prepared all of the needs during our quarantine. The initial noticeable cultural difference that I was experienced was the food. Almost all of the food here was quite sour, and I have to adjust my stomach for the food here. And I still remember a day when I have to go to the bathroom almost 3 times a day because my stomach wasn't adjusted yet. One of the culture shocks when I first time arrived here was Thai people would use knife and fork to eat a fried chicken in fast food restaurant, let's say like McDonald's or KFC. And it was quite weird for me because why would you make it so hard for yourself? Just eat with your hands. Once I saw someone eat a drumstick using a knife and fork, and it was quite a sight because it's quite funny actually, because the drumstick is running around the plate and it's quite kind of hard for her. During my study, I took some interesting courses. So I took an innovation management class, local arts and fabric, and also management of information system class. Even though all of my classes was online, I enjoyed every minute of it. And the lecturers also kind and teach us enthusiastically. And all of my class don't have a mid or final exam, but we were assigned with a group project. And I think the group project itself is fun because I get the chance to meet new friends and bond with the local students. I also have befriended with some of the Thai students when I have to do some group project. And having a local students friends has its own perks. And one of its perks is I could learn some basic Thai phrases from them. For example, I learned how to speak. I can speak Thai, and in Thai it is Pom Putai Mei Dai Kap. It was quite useful when some random Thai people start a conversation with you, but you cannot understand at all. So I also learned a phrase when I want to purchase something or order something, and it was "Ao An Ni," which means I want this one. So it was quite useful for me.
Yeah.
It was fun learning Thai language, even though I can't even read the Thai language at all because they use a different alphabet, not the alphabetic. One of the most memorable experiences that I had being a part of IISMA program was I got the chance to travel and enjoy Thailand. I visited some tourist destination places like Krabi and then Phuket and then Pattaya and also Bangkok. I learned a lot from my trip and it was quite eye-opening because I learned a lot of different culture from here. Other than that, I realized that I also improved a lot during my study here in my host country in Thailand. The environment really helped me develop a new positive habit like working out of my body because they facilitate us with many sports facilities like well-maintained pool, a proper gymnastic, and also a good running tracks. It was a really great experience for me as one of the awardees in this IISMA program. And one thing that I learned, one of the most valuable things that I earned during this program was getting the chance to meet some new friends and bond with my fellow awardees. I'm officially IISMA biased because I seized the opportunity and I'm glad I took it. IISMA has broadened my perspective and helped me grow as a person. IISMA, be bold to go abroad.